Breaking news from the college football recruiting trail. Top 247 quarterback Jaden Rashada has announced his commitment to Arizona State. The one-time Florida signee chooses the Sun Devils over his other finalist, TCU. Both programs got a visit these last 2 weeks, with Arizona State 2 weekends ago and TCU this past weekend. But Rashada goes with the Sun Devils, as it seems like Kenny Dillingham was always destined to coach one of the top signal callers in this class. Andrew, what do you love about this pickup for the Sun Devils?
I think they found their quarterback of the future, right? Let's take a step back, look at Arizona State and the roster long term. They bring in Drew Pine from Notre Dame, the transfer who started a bunch of games. I think if you're an Arizona State fan, you kind of view him maybe as a bridge quarterback. Let's apply this almost to the NFL, right? In the NFL, you get a first-round quarterback. A lot of times teams will take kind of a bridge guy to ease them along. Jaden Rashada, for us, one of the more talented passers in the 2023 cycle. Obviously, he's in the top 247 for a reason. Had a great senior season. Threw a few interceptions here and there, but what we saw at the Under Armour All-America game in Orlando during practices, he can distribute the football, he can make a variety of different throws, he's got a tight spiral. So I think if you're Arizona State, this is a guy that's coming in and should be able to push for playing time sooner rather than later. So maybe you start Drew Pine year one, and then Jaden Rashada, you slowly work him in. I think this is probably the biggest win for Kenny Dillingham to date. You might know that a little bit better than me, but this is big news for the Sun Devils.
One of the best pure throwers of the football in this class. Kind of reminds me of Dwayne Haskins, but completed over 62% of his passes for 3,055 yards and 32 touchdowns as a senior. Kenny Dillingham at one point had Dante Moore committed to Oregon, takes the head coaching job at Arizona State. He recruited Jaden Rashada while he was with the Ducks, and all Jaden Rashada saw was Oregon have a top 10 offense this past year. Bo Nix emerges as one of the top quarterbacks in college football after transferring in from Auburn. And I think Jaden wants some of that development, wants to play in an offense that's super exciting. And for him, at one point, signed with Florida, comes out the other side to play for one of the top young offensive minds in college football, and Kenny Dillingham. I think it's very exciting for Jaden.
It is, and I think with Jaden, if we just talk about Jaden Rashada, the person, it's been a kind of roller coaster of a month for him. Remember, he was committed to Miami. We thought he was going to end up in Coral Gables, flips out of nowhere to the University of Florida, signs with the Gators after Billy Napier had to delay that press conference, gets the LOI, and then his business is all out in the media. I like the fit with him going to Arizona State, right? Kenny Dillingham, one of the youngest head coaches out there. He's been pretty brash and exciting, bringing a buzz to the Sun Devils, right? Now, I think it's a situation where Jaden Rashada isn't going to come in and expected to be the guy. Maybe if he went to the University of Florida, they're thinking, hey, year one, you can get on the field. I think it's perfect. He can kind of not hide in the shadows, not saying it's not a big-time football program. It's in the Pac-12. But he can go there, be himself. Having been around Jaden Rashada, the biggest thing probably for him is going to be able to add some size to that mass. And like I said, Drew Pine's probably QB1 for them, but he can come in, push for playing time. So it is absolutely a big deal. And again, I really just like the fit for the Sun Devils.
This is a recruiting win, in my opinion, that'll help springboard Arizona State in the 2024 cycle, showing that blue chippers are interested in playing for Arizona State. And this new coaching staff, I think Kenny Dillingham has put together a group of tremendous recruiters, and he's going to lead the charge on the trail. And this right here shows you the kind of chops that they're going to have in recruiting top prospects at Arizona State. For more, head to www.arizonastate.247sports.com.